All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today is week 8 featuring Cambria-Friesland facing off against Johnson Creek in the final match of the regular season here. Take a quick peek coming down here into the standings. Cambria-Friesland is coming in at 2-5 and Johnson Creek coming in at 1-6. Both of these schools are brand new to competition this year. Down there in Division 3, although they were in a pretty stacked division there. You got St. Lawrence coming in at 7-0, Walden third coming in at 6-1. Rocky U and Montello are facing off today as well to figure out which team is going to go ahead and get the 3 seed in the playoffs. Speaking of playoffs here, been doing a lot of work already in order to try to get some of this stuff underway here. The playoff bracket should be up by Friday. We have 42 schools right now committed to playoffs, and the brackets and stuff will be coming out as soon as we get all of the matches reported. So make sure we get all of our logos kind of set up here correctly. So right now, too, according to my commitment form here, Cambria-Friesland is committed as well. They are able to go ahead and attend state. We do have quite a few schools that will be attending and are even competing. We have about 6 or 7 colleges right now that are looking to come and actually do some active recruiting of students, or at least showcasing their programs here. As well as we are working on trying to get together some educational components as well, to where they just talk about what esports in the collegiate scene looks like and what you could expect if you're interested in playing at the next level. So make sure that you're coming up. We have potentially Robert Morris University, the first school in the country to offer esports scholarships, interested in coming. Tiffin University from Ohio, Eau Claire, Stout, Carroll, Lakeland University, I believe Drury from Missouri, and then Culver Stockton College might be coming up, and Davenport University as well. But enough of that promotion here. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek into the picks and bans here. Johnson Creek getting rid of the Pike and Lux right away here, and their third ban coming in is going to go ahead and be the Sivert ADC. Meanwhile, Cambria-Friesland looks like they're targeting the top lane there, potentially mid as well. So Mordekaiser, Aurelio, and Silas can really go. They can flex in either top or mid. So they could be really trying to target a specific player here. I unfortunately didn't get to do a ton of research on today's game, so I apologize. Didn't get to look too deep into each team's roster as far as what their comfort picks are and stuff like that. But right away here, we're going to go ahead and see the Darius locked in for Johnson Creek. Pretty big top lane bully. Although right now, the new patch that just came out, we are seeing the tank meta return. So that means that there's going to be a lot of Sunfire capes in the top lane. There's going to be a lot of Spirit Visages. A lot of big tanky boys up top. Taking a quick peek here over at the Cambria-Friesland side. Locking in the Ashe and Yumi. So a lot of CC, a lot of slows. Like that combination there. Yumi's able to go ahead and heal and shield Ashe quite a bit. And the Fizz is a nice mobile pick there. Could easily see that kind of flexed into the either mid, top, or if you're a wild card, has seen it go jungle. On the side of Johnson Creek, we got the Jinx ADC locked in, as well as the Akali mid. So now we're going to go ahead. Johnson Creek most likely going to go ahead and start banning away some junglers. We do see that Cambria-Friesland got rid of Warwick there as well. And the last ban coming out here from Cambria is going to go ahead and be the Echo. So again, both schools look like they're targeting junglers, trying to get rid of something that they don't like to play against. Personally, I don't like playing against an Echo jungle. The Orn band coming out, I think that's good. Orn's got so much sustain. Again, you can play big tanks up top now, and they're super powerful. As a Scion main, I can tell you he is back in the meta, baby. The Nidalee jungle coming out here. Ooh, the Garen. Oh, that could be a Darius jungle. With the new patch that came out here, we could easily see Darius go into the jungle as well. And Cambria-Friesland hovering the Nasus right now. Nasus would be the frontline tank there, and then the Nasus Yuumi combo would be pretty awesome. A lot of heals, a lot of CC, and Nasus can just go whack, whack. Just dropping Qs on everybody. So it's going to be a Brand Jinx bot lane, a Kali mid, and yeah, I think that's going to be a Darius jungle there, coming out of Average Joe 109 on the side of Johnson Creek. I like that. I like that. Respectable. A little bit different. Last week of the game, or last game of the season. Why hold anything back? Just go for it. Grip it and rip it. So as we do take a peek around, as we're going to go ahead and get into our spectator delay here pretty soon. Take a quick peek around the rest of the league here. Wausau West still sitting at undefeated at 6-0. So again, we're missing a match being reported there. Could be another match too that's being rescheduled. We do have a couple of issues coming up with that in the Extol conference there. Wilmot sitting at 5-1, right closely on Wausau West's tail. On the Shurima conference side, Stevens Point coming in at a perfect undefeated. Stevens Point not only undefeated in League of Legends, but they're also undefeated in Rocket League. They only dropped one match in Rocket League as well. For the Shurima conference too, right now DC Everest is sitting at 5-2. Arrowhead is close behind at 4-2. Same with Horlick at 4-2. So we could see some of those positions kind of flip around here as well, given the last 2 weeks of the season here. Looking down in Division 2 at the Bandle Conference, Wisconsin Lutheran sitting at 6-1, with McFarland and West De Pere both sitting at 5-1. If West De Pere wins, and I wrote this out in the Discord, if West De Pere wins and ties the overall record with Wisconsin Lutheran, they are averaging right now like a 19-minute match average. So that means that they've been winning every single match basically under 20 minutes. So they would actually be able to jump up to the first seed in the Bandle Conference. And then if you look down into the Ionia Conference there, Baraboo, Elkhorn, and Wisconsin Dells are all tied at 4-2. So again, that could really go to anybody. I believe both, I posted this in Discord, so correct me if I'm wrong, but Baraboo and Wisconsin Dells are both sitting at 4-1 in their conference. So I believe if the Dells wins today, they can clutch the Ionia Conference for Division 2. Looking down in Division 3 here, for the Piltover Conference, Clinton undefeated this season. Really great to see that. Clinton's been one of the first schools within the Wisconsin High School Esports Association, and they went from a school that was like 0-8, 1-7. Last year, at one point, I believe they finished 4-4, and now this season they are a perfect 7-0. So it's really awesome to see this group of students really mature and get so much better at the game. There could be a banner hanging in their gym here. In second place, there's going to go ahead and be Random Lake and Real School of Racine are both tied at 5-2. So we'll have to wait and see what the final match of the week holds for both of those schools in order to get final seeds. And down here in the Void Conference, again, we have St. Lawrence Seminary coming in at 7-0 and Walden third, sitting at 6-1. About to go ahead and jump in here. As we take a minute to go ahead and oh, that's going to be a Garen jungle. Ooh, wild card. Needly didn't bring Smite, so that's kind of interesting. We take a quick look around Division or Rocket League here just to kind of do some quick updates. Again, Stevens Point 8-0, taking over the Octane Conference. The Dominus Conference there has a three-way tie right now. Bayport, Menominee Falls, and Lincoln High School all at 5-2. Right now, Bayport has the tiebreaker of a 17-8 game record. If we look down at the Fennec Conference there, Fox Valley sitting at 5-2. Going to go ahead and take the conference there. In the Scarab Conference, Elkhorn, perfect season, undefeated, 7-0. Did lose 4 games, though, so sitting at 21-4. And if we look down at the Takumi Conference there, Marshall coming in with a perfect 8-0 season as well. Go ahead and get this full screened up here. There we go. Go ahead and try to get everybody situated in their correct spots here. This is kind of interesting right here. The Dark Seal coming out there from Needly. Not something that I'm used to seeing as far as a jungle item goes. Definitely a smiteless Needly as well. So that's something that I'm not used to seeing. I do like the Predator coming out on Garen, though. Garen doesn't have a great engage, so I imagine that we're going to see Predator, potentially a Flash and Silence in order to try to go ahead and convert the kill there going over. Got to respect the vision coming out here, too, from both schools, being cautious on the river. Again, I really like seeing that there haven't been many schools that have been willing to do an invade right away early game, just because that could easily swing the game and already go ahead and start you at a deficit. So that is kind of a nice thing here about the Yuumi able to go ahead and connect to the Needly. Given a very long leash there, so usually on your first jungle camp, your bot lane will go ahead and support you up to a certain point. So here we can go ahead and see that they're also helping leash the Gromp here. Not bringing Smite. Like, Smite right now could easily go on Gromp. So what we see, in order to hit 3 right away, you go blue, Gromp, and then up to red. So right now, Needly 2, with that Dark Seal, I don't think the Dark Seal's the right option to go. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's definitely not something that you see very often. I also don't... the no smite thing really throws me off there, too. So now, too, the bot lane for Cambria-Friesland is actually ahead, despite helping with multiple camps there. So Jinx already fallen a little bit behind. Obviously, that's not a huge deal right now, but because if she's able to go ahead and get one of these kills on her and get the early game advantage here, Jinx is just something that just snowballs all day. But I like the Yuumi Ashe combo. A lot of slows, a lot of... ooh, Nasus has to be careful here. Going to go ahead and get the bleed here. Also, yeah, Nasus elects to go with Doran's Ring. So, again, this is not something that you see very often, right? Like, usually on Nasus, you would see probably Doran shield going into a Darius like this. Darius is already pretty far ahead here, sitting at 22 CS to 4. Meanwhile, Garen is up here, going to go ahead and steal away Needly's red buff, while Needly is here in mid trying to go ahead and get some of this early game pressure. Garen's going to go ahead and find Fizz here as well. If Needly comes behind here, they could turn this, but I think Garen's going to be too tanky already. I'm really curious here to see what... Needly jumps in, gets the Akali nice and low here. This is a unique little back and forth here, not something that we're super used to seeing. Oh, Darius pops the ghost as well. Here comes the bleed coming out onto Nasus. Going to go ahead and flash for it. Not going to be enough damage coming down here, but that's going to go ahead and be Darius getting the back again out of Nasus. That means that Darius is for sure going to be able to go ahead and get another plate out of this top turret. Nasus decides to stay. Drops the Ignite down as well. It's probably, I don't know if that's going to be enough in order to go ahead and get Darius to back, but that's also because Darius is sitting on 1,600 gold right now. So now this is the time that Nasus needs to push. It's okay to go ahead and play a passive right now, but you got to get those stacks. Nasus currently sitting only on 18 stacks. I really think that starting with a Doran shield would have been much more beneficial. But honestly, right now, your Ashe is probably going to be your win condition on the side of Cambria. Although Jinx is closing down the gap here as well. Both ADCs getting close to about 1,000 gold. Most likely we would see both of them start to back for... Oh, the Darius is not 6-2. Here comes the dunk. That's Average Joe getting the dunk down on Nasus. And that's going to be a pretty beefy Darius already. Sitting at 2-0. Ashe is backing up here. I wonder if she's worried if Garen's coming bot. Not a ton of vision down right now either, especially in the river there for both schools. Needly does have that the Scuttle Crab kind of picked out already, but that's only going to provide you so much vision. So Ashe and Yuumi playing extremely respectful to wherever this Garen is. The hard part here is going to be that Darius is... got another plate there, sitting on another 900 gold, so watch Darius probably back here relatively soon, probably gets that next component to go into the Triforce, given how far ahead that he is right now. Probably going to go ahead and go with the Stinger would be my guess, or the Sheen. Needly's going to go ahead and find the Garen. Garen, I don't know if Garen's AFK or what's happening here. Oh, now he's starting to move. And that's going to be a kill going over to Needly. I don't know what happened there. Maybe the user was typing. Not entirely sure what happened there. But Spirit Taker gets taken down in the jungle, and that's a free kill going over to Needly. Here comes that nice engage. Oh, the flash coming out here. The burn. Oh, that's not enough. But that's going to be a Dark Harvest stack going on over to Brand as well. So right now, again... I'm not sure what's going on here with this Needly, if she's going like an ADC. Oh, that's a nice play there coming out of the Needly. Able to go ahead and find the Jinx backing, able to land that spear. And here comes Garen as well. I don't know if I've ever seen like a Sheen being brought here. So, again, Needly, ooh, is she going to go ahead and go for this time? There's a big wave coming. Uh-oh, Garen, you are in a tough spot here, bud. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Go ahead, put the pressure down. Put the pressure down. You got it. You got it. You got it. There it is. Nice play coming out there from Cambria. Able to really just go ahead and get this Garen in a tough situation here. Knew the tower dive was going to come. There was a big wave crashing into the turret here. So they were able to go ahead and put that kind of pressure down and just really lock him in. Waited for him to make a mistake. And because they got that other kill going over to the Garen, that means that they have priority now over the dragon. Again, I'm going to keep beating this like it's a dead horse, but when you're a jungler that doesn't have smite, later in the game, I feel like that's going to be crazy because now you're already at a disadvantage because you don't have the ability to even get into a smite fight. Say all of a sudden you need like some miraculous Baron steal, you don't have smite in order to try to take it. Or if Johnson Creek is close to getting the like the soul, like there's not much that you're going to be able to do unless you land like the perfect skill shot over the wall. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if Cambria is able to go ahead and do this. Maybe the Nidalee player knows something that I don't. Darius is going to go ahead and solo the first Rift Herald here. The first one doesn't do a ton of damage. Like these early game neutral objectives like Rift Herald and even the first couple of Drakes don't do a ton of damage. So they are going to go ahead and get that. And because Darius is 2-0, now has a Phage and a Stinger here, Nasus is probably going to have to play passive here. I don't know if Nasus is going the like the Luden's Echo kind of route here, like the full AP. That's going to be close to first turret there. Darius going to go ahead and dive in here. Here comes Nidalee up top. Nidalee, you're also 3 levels low here. Oh, and Fizz is here. Ooh, that's going to be a killing spree. Here comes the dunk. Oh, Nasus is able to go ahead and get the shutdown as well. Oh, the Garen up here too. Going to go ahead and get the ignite. Oh, the nice flash, but it's not going to be enough, and that's going to be a kill going over to Fizz. So that's going to be really helpful for the Nasus getting the shutdown gold, and it does look like he's going for like a Hex Tech Proto build? Question mark? AP Nasus inbound? I think Cambria is going to really have to try to sit and focus and keep Nidalee topside here. Darius has such a high advantage right now, sitting at 3-1, that I think it's going to be tough. And you're going to need that kind of like 2v1 kind of play up top there. So I'm going to point this out. I do appreciate that Ashe and Yuumi are getting vision. These aren't necessarily the ones that you really want vision. This is the one that you're going to want some vision in, and this is the one that you're going to want some vision in. Just because if the jungler's coming down from either one of these sides, as you can see, Nidalee's coming down here and going to go ahead and find the Jinx, looking to go ahead and make the play. Going to go ahead and get locked onto the brand. Oh, here comes the Yuumi ult. Yuumi's able to go ahead and get one. But again, now Nasus is up here, going to go ahead and get 1v1 under this turret here. Not going to have the damage to go against this because Darius just has so much regen, given the fact that he's got all of that that Triforce built, and he's still got his Doran's Blade. So while it's a nice kill down, or a nice play down in the bot side here from the Yuumi, Ashe, and Nidalee, that's going to be first turret going away here. And Darius, again, now sitting at 4-1-1. If I'm being honest, there's one champ that I don't want super fed in any game that I play. Even late game, like second Darius gets like 4 or 5 kills like under his belt. He's just so obnoxious to deal with. Because he just runs you down, flash, hook you in, spin, dunk, dunk, dunk. Because it looks like, too, that, yeah, Nasus is still going with the Q, which is right. But unfortunately, just sitting at, he's only got 78 stacks here. And at about 13 minutes here, Nasus, you should probably be, like, as a Nasus player, you should probably be sitting, like, 150-ish. So understanding, like, the matchup here is going to be tough. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, this Darius here is so fed. And it's just going to be tough. So now you're going to have to find these plays on the map that allow you to go ahead and put pressure somewhere else. Like, you are not going to be able to get to the point to where you need to be, because Darius is so far ahead now. He's just going to be able to just keep taking these turrets like this. Ooh, the Akali gets taken down, though. So, Needly might be able to help pressure a little bit. She's got quite a few stacks now on her Dark Seal as well. Like I said, it's just going to be tough here. So, again, Garen found in a rock between a hard place here. The Ashe arrow comes out, so that is a kill going over to the ADC here. Oh, Bran, you are in a tough spot here, bud. The ultimate coming down here. That's going to be another kill going on over. Oh, Needly, got to be careful there. Okay. Yuumi needs to go down now and help heal the jungler here. Meanwhile, Ashe is able to go ahead, and so that's going to be at least 2 Drakes going over to the side of Cambria. So that's a positive. Cambria's got the advantage now for the Drakes. Oh, and it's going to be an ocean one as well. So that's going to be nice coming out here too. Oh, Nasus using the ultimate, but that's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. Darius has the dunk coming too. You got to be careful, bud. Use the turret. Use the turret. There's the regen. And that's going to be another kill going over to Darius. See, it's just so hard. I mean, like, the Proto Belt build on Nasus is okay for ARAM, but I don't think it's the right build going into a competitive competition here. So again, Darius is really beefy, and the problem is Ashe, Yuumi, and Needly. If you get hooked in, it's gonna be lights out. Like, Darius is gonna be able to go ahead and get a Q, drop the W down, start the bleed going, get all those stacks up, and then he's just going to be just too much. Like, the backline is so squishy. I think, yeah. Go, Fizz, go. Go, Fizz, go. Run. Run, bud. Oh. Yep. That's a double kill going over to the Darius. He's so beefy. There's not much that you can do right now if you're Cambria. You just have so many champions that have to get close enough that Darius's Q is just able to go ahead and get all those stacks up. And once he gets those stacks, it's tough. Ooh, the nice Yuumi gets the flash out of the Jinx there. So nice play, nice pressure coming out of this Ashe Yuumi combo. Meanwhile, Darius goes and captures the next Rift Herald there. Wow. So ooh, Needly's going to go ahead and go real low here. Not going to be able to go ahead and get much. Alex to go ahead and try to heal up. Oh, was she able to steal the rift? No, Darius has it. Garen elects to go ahead and pop Predator here in order to, Predator, in order to go ahead and get away. He's going to go ahead and come around, going to go ahead and spin. Oh, Garen, you're stuck in a tough place here, bud. Yeah, Cambria's just got to go ahead and try to give up this bot lane turret here. Does Darius have flash? He does. So that's going to be most likely a double kill coming down here on the bot side as well. The Ashe arrow does come out to save her for a second, but the bleed is going to go ahead and come out there on Ashe. Meanwhile, Shelly's going to go ahead and make another charge here. They can try to get this flank maneuver down here. Ashe has to be really careful here, though, just because Darius does have flash available, so if Darius is able to just quick flash, hook in Ashe, that's going to be it. Especially if she gets, or if he gets needly wrapped up in there too. Fizz is looking to try to make a play here. Need to be respectful though. You know Darius is down here. Like, you know Darius and 3 of them are sitting here. Nasus can be pushing here. Fizz is sitting on a ward, so they know that they're there. Ping's coming out here that the Ocean Drake is up in 30 seconds. So this is definitely something that both teams should look to go over. I'm going to tell you, if I'm Johnson Creek, I send Darius, just go ahead, go sit in the Dragon Pit for 30 seconds until it comes up. Don't even worry about it, because there's no way Cambria is going to be able to go ahead and contest it. Not with an 8-1-1 Darius sitting there. Like, you could just go ahead and just keep whacking at it all day, and Darius has enough sustain that we'll be able to go ahead and hold on to it all day for himself. And they're going to go ahead and make the call and start going for the Ocean. And that's a quick one. So this is now quickly becoming an issue for Cambria, because you don't have a tank because Nasus is going AP. So you don't have a front line. Everybody is super squishy, and with Darius being as fed as he is, there's not much that you're going to be able to do here. Garen's just going to get tankier, and he's going to be really hard to deal with. So really, the only option that Cambria has pretty soon here is they have to prioritize the next Drake and try to get the Dragon Soul here. It is going to be an Ocean one. So the Ocean Soul is going to just allow for massive regeneration. And at the same time, you have to deny Johnson Creek from getting it, because if the Garen and Darius have an Ocean Soul on them, they're just going to regen any damage that you deal to them. So this is going to be a really uphill battle here. Meanwhile, Darius and Akali here pushing the mid turret. Not going to be able to have enough damage here in order to go ahead and get it. But actually, they will. Darius is just chunking down the turret that much here. Cambria is looking to go in. Nice job there by the Fizz. Misses it. Again, Darius just heal, dunk. Oof. That was close. The bleed coming out here on the Fizz. The Yumi's able to go ahead and heal him back up. But now here come the rest of the members of Johnson Creek here. Watch out for the Brand Ultimate coming in. Misses one. Here comes the Brand Ultimate. This is a nice team fight here on the side of Cambria. Oh, watch out for that Brand Ultimate. Heal, Yumi, heal. Nice job by the Yumi there. Able to go ahead. So good team fight there coming out from Cambria. Good job by the Yumi there in order to keep the heals coming up there and get the lockdown going down. Could be a pretty solid turning point here. The gold did go ahead and go over to Fizz. So Fizz is going to be able to go ahead and get a little bit more magic penetration. It looks like quite a few of them are starting to go for the Zanyas as well. So I'm going to go ahead and point out, though, here's going to be the big issue. The Spirit Visage here on the Darius, not only does it allow MR, but it's also going to go ahead. Oh, this is a nice pick there by the Needly, finding it here on the Jinx. But that also allows Darius to heal a ton more through all the damage. So Nasus is unfortunately going to go ahead and go down here. That is the Darius dunk coming out again, but it's not going to go ahead. It should actually go down on cooldown here for a second. Garen uses the flash trying to find the Needly. Not able to go ahead and find her here. Predator is almost up here for Garen as well. Meanwhile, Darius is going to be split pushing top. Honestly, if Johnson Creek wants to win this really fast, all they need to do is split push and do like a 1-3-1 team composition. Let Darius go top, Garen go bot, and then the other three just push mid. There's no way that Cambria is going to have the resources in order to, number one, deal with the Darius one-on-one. So, I mean, you're going to send at least probably 2 people up top in order to try to deal with Darius. And then if you have that, then you're going to have an advantage either on the bot side or in the mid lane. And you just keep slowly pushing objectives and you win. So the Ash Arrow is going to go ahead and come out. Needley's got to just be respectful. Not going to do enough damage right now, especially with the Sterix Gauge completed and the Spirit Visage. Darius is just going to go ahead and be able to run out of here. No problem. What I will say is kind of kudos here is that Cambria isn't that far behind, considering Darius is really the win condition right now for Johnson Creek. And he's got pretty much all the kills. So almost all the kills here are on the Darius. So if you find any of these other picks that are available in the jungle, as you can see, the ocean is about to come up here in about 10 seconds. Needly trying to find a pick here, but is going to go ahead and find the Darius and go down here. Yumi's also going to go ahead and get picked out here. See, again, Darius is the win condition. Johnson Creek has this in the bag right now if they just push with Darius. They're going to go ahead and go down here to the ocean. Pick up their second Dragon Shard, or Soul Shard, I should say. That's a tongue twister to say here. Akali is going to go ahead and get picked out. That's a nice dunk there coming out by the Nasus. But there's no way that they can contest this. And that's going to be a free second ocean going over to Johnson Creek. And so that's going to mean a lot more regeneration now. Ooh, Ash finding a couple little picks here. Oh, there's a nice pick, but oh, here's Papa Darius just spinning his Q, his big mighty axe around here, trying to get all those stacks up that he can. Oh, this is good right now. Go find him. Find him. Go ahead. Face check bushes. Ooh, that's tough. But they are going to go ahead and elect to go for the Baron here. They should have the DPS in order to do it since they're all AP and AD. But here comes the problem. Here comes the problem. We'll see if Darius is able to go ahead and get there. Again, remember, there is no smite available here. So Darius could go ahead. He's going to go ahead and get one. And that's the stolen Baron as well as a double kill. Here comes a massive amount of dunks. That's a triple. And that's a quadra kill going over to Darius. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Darius pinging in the mid. Johnson Creek's going to go ahead and team up in the mid here. They have Baron buff. They have another wave coming here. They should be able to go ahead and stack this. Darius 14, 2, and 3 here. Going to be able to just go ahead and shred through this turret. Going to go ahead and be able to open up the inhib. Looking at the respawn timers here, about 10 seconds. Honestly, with how fed Darius is, I wouldn't even pull off. You could end. You could easily end right now with how fed Darius is right now. You can just push. You could push and end. Wow. That was a really nice play here coming out of the Jinx. Really nice play. Yeah, the Jinx rocket not only kills Nasus, gets the Baron, and then Darius comes in with one pull and one swing of the axe, gets a double kill, and then able to go ahead and get 2 more of them locked in the pit. That was just a classic Darius move. So right now, Cambria's got no other options but to really just kind of turtle and defend. Jinx takes the red buff away from Darius, saying like, hey, bud, you got enough bleed and damage. Like, share the wealth, bud. Again, Johnson Creek has Baron buff here for a little bit longer. Could easily just go ahead and really just run it down if they wanted to. Yeah, you see some pings coming out here. Darius has a big wave top here, so it's going to take Cambria sending 4, which is probably about how many that you need in order to go ahead and deal with Darius right now. But Darius is going to go ahead and back off. I think Darius is playing way too passive right now. You have such a lead right now that you can literally 1v5 as Darius right now. Like, yeah, the Yuumi ultimate is there, but Nasus has to get close to hit you. Needley's got to get close to hitting you. Fizz has to get close to hitting you. Like, so that's 4 people right there within your Q distance. Like, go, Darius, go. Spin. Spin. Meanwhile, Garen and Jinx are going and crashing into the base here. Now we got 2 inhibs down. Ooh, the Jinx gets a little bit too aggressive there, and that's going to be a kill going over for the Ashe here. Now we got 2 inhibs down. Darius and Brand should be able to go ahead and keep pushing these waves here together. I have to say right now, this is Johnson Creek's game to win. If they really want to go for it, they could easily go for it. They can easily have it captured right now. The only way that they lose this is if Garen and Darius go down. And oh, there's a nice triple hook here. But he already used the Q, so that's going to be tough. Not able to go ahead and get all of those stacks available. Look at that. Darius so tanky. Darius does have flash here. Ooh, nice Q there from the Needly there. Another nice one. So again, unless Darius gets caught out here in like a 5v1 and misses some of those skill shots and goes down. Because meanwhile, Garen and Jinx are going for that next Ocean Drake down there, and that's just going to be even more massive regen. So Johnson Creek now on Soul Point. Cambria just doing their best to keep turtling up. Honestly, the way that Cambria is playing this is potentially the only way that they are going to maybe even find an option. Because they're really just waiting for a team fight that's in their favor. Which is tough to do. Like, sometimes when you got your back up against the wall like this, you want to try to look for plays, but they're playing extremely passive, and I got to give some credit to that. But as you can see, this inhib is starting to respawn here, so that's at least going to be one less wave of pressure coming. But the problem is you have a full build Darius right now. A full build Darius at 33 minutes. It's going to be really tough in order to get the GA down. And then once the GA's down and he comes back, you're going to have to get him down again. So, oh, Akali flashing away. A little bit too preemptive there. So Darius has 2 full lives here that he can use to his advantage. Again, here we see that going in, trying to go ahead and get it down here. The Ashe Arrow comes out here, but the Grievous wounds are available. Ooh, meanwhile, Brand is in the back line here, able to go ahead and get the Ashe down. Oh, come on, Yuumi, you can 1v1. Oh, that's going to go ahead, and I think that should be game here. Garen, go ahead, gets 1 turret down here. Triple kill going over to the Darius. There's the dunk, and that's going to go ahead and be the game. That's an ace going over to Johnson Creek. Darius, congratulations. You 1v9 this game, bud. Congratulations to Johnson Creek. Cambria coming up just a little short here. Yeah. And I hope it doesn't come off as like mean or anything like that. I'm not trying to pick on anybody, but this is not the Nasus build to do in a competitive match. This is a fun build in ARAM, but you really needed that additional health and mana and cooldown, because like right now, you're sitting at 20% cooldown. So you need to be able to go ahead and get those stacks up on Nasus, so that way then you can get the Wither. Yeah, so just being real here. Otherwise, I mean, the bot lane for Cambria won today. They won down there. The Yuumi Ashe combination did a great job down there in the bot lane. Big credit there. Let's check the old graphs here. Woo! That's a lot of Darius damage. Wow, that's impressive. I didn't realize this either. Akali only coming in at 384 damage. Impressive numbers. All right, so that's going to be it for me. Unfortunately, I will not be able to stream any playoff games next week. I am in Las Vegas for work, so I won't be able to do anything like that. But if I'm done early in time, or even at night, I'm going to do my best in order to do like an end of the day recap of the playoff results to who moves on. Playoff brackets will be coming out to Friday, not tomorrow. We need to make sure that all matches have been reported, so that way we can go ahead and get those done. So, otherwise, I will see you. See those of you coming on March 21st to Montello High School for the state championship for League of Legends and Rocket League. Otherwise, if you're not coming in attendance, I will hopefully see you next year. Or who knows, maybe there's something special that we could do over the summer, like a quick little fun online tournament. Otherwise, see ya. Have a